You got the promotion, new title, slightly bigger number on your paycheck, and somehow nothing really changed. Most people assume they just need a higher salary. Work harder, get promoted, life improves. But there's a reason why millions of people climb the corporate ladder their entire careers and still end up financially stuck. It's not bad luck. It's not laziness. It's a structural problem almost nobody explains, and I'm going to walk you through it. If you've ever looked at your paycheck after a raise and felt strangely underwhelmed, you're in the right place. This channel exists to explain exactly why that happens. Hit subscribe if you want more of this. Picture this. You spent 2 years doing solid work, covered for colleagues, stayed late, said yes when you wanted to say no, and finally, the manager calls you in. Promotion, new title, a raise. You feel good for about a week. Then the monthly expenses arrive. Rent went up, groceries are more expensive, the car needs something, and you realize your lifestyle didn't really change. You're just working slightly harder for a slightly bigger number that gets eaten up slightly faster. Sound familiar? This isn't a personal failure. This isn't you being bad with money. This is a pattern, and it plays out the same way for millions of people, across industries, across countries, across generations. The promotion felt like progress, but financially, it barely moved the needle. Why? Here's the short answer. Your salary got bigger, but the system around it didn't change. And the system, that's the real issue. Not your income level, not your spending habits. The problem is structural, and I'll explain exactly how it works in a moment. But first, let's establish something important. A promotion is a raise inside a cage. The cage just got slightly more comfortable. You're still trading the same resource, your time, for money. The exchange rate improved a little, but the exchange itself didn't change. Time in, money out. Time in, money out. Every single month. And here's what nobody tells you about that system. Before we go further, if you've ever gotten a raise and still felt behind, comment "promotion trap" below. I want to see how many of you have felt exactly this. Salaries are linear. They grow in steps, one promotion at a time, one annual review at a time, and each step requires something from you. More responsibility, more hours, more stress. Salary growth is incremental. Life costs don't wait for your next review. Think of it like climbing a down escalator. If the escalator moves at a certain speed and you climb at the same speed, you stay in place. A promotion means you climb a little faster. You gain some ground, but the escalator is still running. That escalator is inflation, cost of living, housing, food, healthcare. These don't pause because you got promoted. They move continuously, quietly, in the background. Inflation doesn't announce itself. It just shows up in your grocery bill. A promotion at most companies means somewhere between a 5 and 15% raise, if you're lucky. After taxes and cost of living adjustments, the real gain can be almost nothing. You worked 2 years for a net lifestyle improvement that might not even be visible. And nobody put that number on the congratulations card. But there's another layer most people miss. Promotions don't just come with a raise, they come with an identity. A new title means new expectations from your employer, from colleagues, from yourself. You start acting the role, spending slightly more, projecting a slightly better lifestyle. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. Most people just call it Tuesday. So the salary goes up. The spending adjusts to match, the stress increases, and at the end of the month, the margin between what comes in and what goes out is roughly the same as before. This is why promotions feel meaningful in the moment and hollow 6 months later. This cycle, the escape the salary trap, is one of the first things I break down in the Escape the Salary Trap guide, because understanding why it happens is the first step to building something different around it. This isn't an argument against getting promoted. It's an argument for understanding what a promotion actually is. A promotion is an optimization of a limited system. It makes your current position slightly better. It does not change the fundamental architecture of your financial life. A better job is not the same as a better financial position. The shift that changes things is not how do I earn more inside this system, it's how do I build something that works while I'm not working. That's leverage. It doesn't require quitting your job tomorrow. It requires a quiet, parallel track, small decisions made consistently over time that build something your salary cannot. Salary pays for your life today. Leverage builds your life for tomorrow. People who understand this don't chase promotions less. They just stop depending on them entirely. The job becomes a resource. The income becomes a tool. That's not cynicism, that's strategy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people will watch this, understand it intellectually, and then go back to doing exactly the same thing. Not because they're not smart, because the system is designed to keep you focused on the next promotion. Performance reviews, annual raises, job titles, career ladders, all of it gives you something to aim at inside the system, and it works because humans need progress markers. The corporate structure provides them, conveniently pointed in the direction that benefits the employer. Understanding this doesn't make you angry, it makes you clearer. And now, the single principle that changes how you approach all of this. The people who escape the promotion trap aren't the ones who work harder. They're the ones who develop income that isn't tied to a time clock, something that keeps moving even when they stop. That gap between income that requires your time and income that doesn't is the real financial divide. Not salary brackets, not job titles. That gap is the quiet advantage most people never build because they're too busy chasing the next rung on a ladder that doesn't lead where they think it does. If you only trade time for money, you will always be one step behind. The promotion isn't the enemy. The belief that the promotion is enough, that's the trap. Climb the ladder if it makes sense. Just make sure you're also building something that doesn't need a ladder at all. A small percentage of people who watch this will actually look into leverage, how it works, how to build it quietly alongside a regular job, and what the first steps actually look like. If you're curious enough to go further, the Escape the Salary Trap guide is linked below. No pressure. It's there for the people who are ready to think differently. And if this made something click, subscribe. This is what we do here. See you in the next one.